First fight out of the blue corner. He's trained out of Mildura Martial Arts by way of Mildura, Victoria. He officially weighed in at 65.9 kilograms with a fight record of 13 wins and 8 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Funky Go Medina. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, trained by Romel Lister out of South City Combat Sports Academy by way of Perth, Western Australia. He weighed in at 66.3 kilograms with a fight record of 6 fights for 4 wins. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Jones. Fighters, to stand in the cage to follow instructions.
Fighters, listen to my commands at all times. All right, protect yourselves at all times. Want to touch gloves? Do so now. Head back to your corner.
Fighters get the fire instructions. We are ready to go. This promises to be an absolute explosive match.
Luke is looking thick in there tonight.
Thick with a double C. The referee asks the fighters, checks that everybody's ready to go. The tension is palpable. Everyone knows they're in for a fight and a half.
Here we go.
And we are underway.
Round 1, 3 5-minute rounds, pro fight.
So Jake, have you seen Jesse fight before?
I have watched some of his matches. I know he has legit submission skills. He's a high-ranked brown belt. But he also has TKOs. He's a finisher. He gets in there and he finishes fights.
Yeah, he won his last fight by TKO, and he's very proud of that. He was telling me before the fight that he was looking forward to try to add to that. But he knows that he's not soft. He knows that his strengths lie within his grappling game, and if he can enact and get Luke to the floor, then he's going to look to try.
That's going to be the hard part. Luke is an extremely good wrestler, like I said, against South City. Representing tonight with Luke Jones.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the difficult part.
That was the challenge, wasn't it? The challenge for Nico Flessis was bringing Luke to the floor, which he couldn't do. And what we seen Ben Royal do was actually complete what was a very hard takedown. It was a difficult takedown for him to get. But once he got there, once he got him on his back, then we saw the finish come pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's right. And Jesse actually defeated, like I said, the highly touted Aaron Blackie in his last fight. Which is another, Aaron Blackie is a judo black belt, recently received his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, so he's a high-level grappler himself. So Jesse does have the skills to take on those high-level grapplers.
Yeah, so it'll be, I think this fight's all going to be about can we see the fight hit the ground or not? I think that's going to be probably one of the deciding factors, but both fighters doing well so far, sizing each other up. We've seen this approach from Dan before, a sizing of his opponent up, seeing where the weaknesses lie, and when he found that weakness, he exploited it with A-plomb. Nice slipping, a lovely slip there by Luke.
Again, Luke Jones has also had some boxing experience, some kickboxing matches in the day. Not a lot of people wanted to put their hand up. There's that shot.
There's the takedown attempt. There's that takedown attempt. This is what we were looking for. Can he keep his back on the floor? Good wrestling. That's great excellent wrestling by Luke. That is that is absolutely textbook. That was perfect. Great grappling exchange there. And Luke Jones is going to get Jesse pushed up against the cage.
Romel Luistro, prodigy of the Brian Ebersol, would have taught that Luke, and they would have drilled that 1,000 times.
And that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful piece of wrestling.
That comes with having a twin that's going to put you on your butt every single day in training.
And it was basically that move, if you're not sure, for people watching at home, it's called the switch. So basically when you get taken down, if you can get your hand on the inside single, you can switch around to the outside, as we see Luke do there. And that allowed him to return to his feet and also basically take the underhook, which has allowed us to see, which has brought us to this position.
That could have mentally played with Jesse Medina here too. That was a big takedown, a huge slam, and straight away he gets reversed.
Yeah, beautiful. When you see these like high-level exchanges, it's a joy to behold. And maybe sometimes people don't realise what's going on, or just see it as a good move or whatever else. The amount of technique and the amount of work and components to hit that is really impressive.
Jesse wrapping the head here.
He's looking for it. He's looking for the guillotine, isn't he? He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's wrapping the head.
He's thinking about it.
He's looking to pull guard here.
He may jump guard.
Yeah.
You may see a guard jump. He's looking to set it up. He hasn't quite got the head acknowledged,
he's
yeah. So
out.
yeah, no, good.
But this is the thing, Jesse will look for submission wherever the fight goes.
Yeah, that was a good defence by Luke Jones. He recognised there was a bit of danger there and actually just worked his way out of it.
Really good back and forth there, pummeling with the double unders.
Oh,
Jesse,
good combination.
Hey,
And that's where Luke's so dangerous on the breakout, where his strong striking could come into play.
I don't see either one of these fighters getting tired either. They're very experienced. They've both been 5-3. Oh, good jab from Jesse. 3 5-minute rounds before, and they both got good gas tanks. Oh, big right hand from Luke.
Good right hand.
Yeah,
he's looking to follow that with some more real significant strikes.
Jesse felt that one. That's that explosive power of Luke coming straight down the pipe with that right hand. Jesse felt that. They can do two things to a fighter. They can either put them on the back foot and scare them for the rest of the match, or it can open them up and get ready to explode themselves. That might have been the wake-up call Jesse needed.
And Luke's just working his way into the fight now. He seems to have found that same thing we've seen with Dan, working his way into the rhythm, basically assessing where he can find a weakness and then taking it from there. That's what you get when you're obsessed about fighting. You get to that point where you recognise where the chinks in your opponent's armour are, and then you can exploit them ruthlessly. And that's what we're seeing right now.
30 seconds left.
It was an engaging and absorbing first round.
Very pro Muay Thai crowd here.
Yeah, those leg kicks.
They're chanting for every kick that Luke throws.
And those leg kicks hurt. They really, really hurt. You know, every single one of them is bang on the money. There's not much checking going on at the moment in time, and that takes its toll over 3 5-minute rounds. Again, no check. He's very heavy on that lead leg. First round done. How would you score that, Jake?
Yeah, look, I'm going to have to give it to Luke. Yeah. Luke reversed the big takedown. He landed the harder shots, and he controlled the centre of the cage.
Yeah, I've got to agree. There he really come on strongly. It was a great takedown from Jesse. Really, really good takedown. But the problem was it was reversed so quickly, so he got very little control time, you know, and that always makes a difference. We're back for round 2. Do you want to see anything different this round, Jake? You want to see the fighters adopt the stances or adopt the way they're approaching the fight?
I would love to see Jesse try and get it to the floor again, or even start checking those leg kicks.
Yeah, I think you need to start checking those leg kicks. And I think what you're going to see from Jesse's corner is definitely them telling him to vary it up a little bit. He's down around right now, and he just needs to basically impose his will a little bit more on this fight.
The longer this fight goes, the sweatier they're going to get. It's going to be harder for Jesse to take Luke down.
Doesn't look like he's interested in blocking those leg kicks or you know, trying to basically get himself set. Now looking for that counter punch off his own leg kicks.
Luke's
there
found
too.
his rhythm 100%. Luke is feeling this fight out. Still looks like Jesse's trying to get that shot that he wants.
Yeah, it's a counter cross coming over the top of the guard that he's looking for, you know. He varies it up with basically going to the body, but you know, in those short in-between exchanges, he's looking for the punch over the top, just looking for the chin sweep, and you're just seeing it there, yeah. Just not. There's
a shot, see?
He's not swinging for the bleachers, he's looking for that chin, he's looking to land it, sweeten the button, and basically put them to sleep.
Jesse really needs to commit on one of those shots.
He does indeed.
Yeah, he's shooting the double. I'd like to see him try and shoot an outside single, possibly. Or even push Daniel up against the cage. At the moment, Daniel's just controlling the center of the cage, and he's not putting his back towards the cage at all. He's right in the middle.
Exchanges aren't overly significant at the moment, but again, it's just Luke just seems to be edging his way in front, doesn't he?
His thigh is red. He's feeling those leg kicks. He's feeling those leg kicks.
And when you don't check, that's what happens, you know. If you're just going to keep taking those leg kicks, that's eventually what happens, you know. You end up feeling it.
And Luke's starting to pick up the pace now. I think he can feel that Jesse's really starting to feel those leg kicks. He's a little bit slower than he was.
Heavy on that lead leg, isn't he?
I think he's trying to shake it out, but Luke won't give him a second of breathing room.
That leg is purple, absolutely purple. We'll see some variance now from Luke Jones.
Oh, good hook. And Jesse's walking forward now. There's the shot.
Takedown attempt. Can he get it?
Nice.
Switch up on the cage.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. He's got to be able to get it. If he wants to impose the strongest part of his game, he's got to be able to get this
It
fight
looks like he's
to the
going to
floor.
pull guard here.
And and it might not be a bad idea.
Oh, and he's returned the favour here. Put Luke back on the cage. Luke's is too strong in that clinch.
He can't get underneath his hips right now.
Too strong.
Yeah, and it's going to be a long. If he can't get that takedown, it's going to be another long 7 or so minutes for Jesse Medina.
Jesse's starting to lift that leg up. He's feeling those leg kicks.
Yeah, no, he needs to be thinking about checking. Oh yeah, backed up against the cage. Luke is landing off that counter cross every single time. Yeah, he's really feeling those leg kicks right now.
He's picked the pace up a lot. I think he can feel a finish here.
It's that fight intelligence, isn't it? It's just picking up the tempo, bringing it up to the boil, and that's what we're seeing now. And Jesse's under. You can see Jesse's under a lot of pressure right now.
Head kick. Head kick by Luke's.
Yeah.
There's another one of those leg kicks right into the meat.
There's that thud sound we talked about earlier.
Jesse's waiting now. He's waiting for Luke to throw. He really needs to get his offense off here.
He's looking for the takedown.
Yeah.
He's looking for an opportunity to shoot.
He's getting picked apart here.
Yeah. And this is the problem: is you've got, if you're just looking to counter off the shoot takedown, and your opponent knows that's what you're trying to do, you've got a problem. You've got a serious problem with that. Jesse just looking to back himself up on the cage, almost as if he's trying to draw them in. It doesn't suit though, because what it means is that Luke can use his real quality short boxing game. And he's so accurate with those jabs. He finds that chin every time. It doesn't even need to be the hardest punch, but when it's that accurate and finds your chin, it can put you on wobbly legs before you even know it.
You saw that from his brother Daniel just before. Short left hook out of the clinch.
Yeah.
Mark the shark down.
That's right. You can take a strong hit. You can take a big punch.
Oh,
That was
big
a good call. And his legs are loose. He's looking for the takedown. Luke rushed in, switch over the top. Out, can he take his back? He's looking for the back. Good overhook defense. And he's on to mount. We could see a finish here. Oh yeah, Jesse's taking heavy elbows on mount, full mount right now. The referee's taking a close look. He takes the back. He's got the arm underneath the neck. It looks like this fight could be over. Jesse's not really making much of a play. It looks like he could go. He's tapping. The fight's over. Luke Jones, a very, very impressive finish. A very excellent display of MMA skills and MMA grappling. Absolutely fantastic, Jake. What do you think?
Yeah, great. He rocked him with that right hand. Hit that switch again when Jesse tried to take the back. Mounted him, pounded him out, and then finished with the rear naked choke. Awesome display of MMA.
It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I think he really set that all up with those leg kicks. Just making Jesse uncomfortable with those lead leg kicks. I'm looking at Jesse's leg right now, and it's purple. He's going to find it hard to walk tomorrow.
He's going to be so. It's a long way to come to take a fight on short notice. And it must be said, massive props to Jesse. He didn't look out of place in there, Luke. He did against Luke. He didn't look out of place. And to be quite frank, when you take a fight on a couple of weeks' notice, it's a hard yard, especially at a high level. At the level that we've seen, to take a fight on short notice, it is difficult, Jake.
Yeah, definitely. And Luke is always in shape. He's always ready to go. So taking against someone that is going to bring it. Jesse nearly took the back there. We're just seeing the replay, but he just couldn't get up, and then he found himself in a really bad position there.
He did nearly take the back as well. That was impressive, but the overhook defense and then just the weight down there just made the difference. And Luke Jones was able to weather the takedown, the back take attempt, and then absolutely rain punishment down. And that was it. And then the fight was over.
2 from 2 from the Jones brothers tonight.
Yeah, fantastic night's work.
A lot better performance. A lot better performance from Luke.
Your referee stops the action at 4 minutes 19 seconds into round number 2. If you're a winner by submission by rear naked choke, out of the red corner, Luke Jones.
Very, very impressive performance by Luke Jones. Very, very impressive night by the Jones brothers. What's next for Luke Jones?